literally no matter how many times DC keeps failing miserably at this crap, they won't stop. And yes, Marvel does it too, but Disney seems to be leading the charge to just destroy any and everything that they could do when it comes to their comics. They keep tackling these so-called issues that they believe is so important to the world, but that literally 99.99% of the world and of comic book readers don't care about. But they just keep dragging themselves down. And when you have shill sites like CBR trying to prop up what's going on, it's no wonder CBR literally just recently had to fire I think they fired their whole management team or their writers and that because they keep putting out these garbage articles and they refuse to learn. Let me give you a perfect example of this crap. This one here, DC's Spirit World series has perfectly addressed the issues of gender identity and dead naming. Who in God's name cares about this gender identity crap? Yes, there may be like one or two. I mean, you could literally count those people on like one or two hands. That's it. The vast majority of comic book readers don't want this nonsense. And let me tell you something. You see this dead naming thing? The first time I even found out about this dead naming and dead naming, what it was the unfortunate time I had to watch that one episode, the first episode of Gotham Knights, and I never went back after that. But when I watched that first episode of Gotham Knights, that was the first time I ever heard about this dead name crap. That's it. Cool. You cannot even just do it. I mean, you look at this cover here. They have it here. This is basically just, this is a girl holding a giant sword looking at it. This pretty much, to me, kind of looks something like a manga. That's pretty much it. It looks something like manga. So you're barely trying to hang on by copying what manga is doing, and now you're just making it worse. DC's new Spirit World series has just addressed the real-world issues of gender identity and dead naming, and it was perfect. God forbid it focused on some actual action, good stories, character building. No, let's focus on freaking gender identity and dead naming. No wonder DC stands for Dead Comics. Get into this. While DC's Spirit World has offered fans a glimpse into a reality they might have never imagined otherwise, it has also given them an even more invaluable insight into the life of one of comics' newest heroes. Unfortunately, the Envoy's life is quickly proving to be as difficult as it is relatable. Although neither of those facts have ever made them question exactly who they are or their place in the universe, because they have to go with this whole they-them crap once again. I remember when I first saw they did a preview for this thing at the end of some comic book. I saw a channel that covered it and did a preview for it. And people were saying, this looks interesting. It looks like it might be cool. John Constantine is in it. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks pretty good. I do not go down those roads because let me tell you something. I don't trust carpetbaggers. And that's exactly what DC is. They put on a good show to make you think that, okay, they're interested, they care, and then they pull the rug out from under you and drop this crap right in your lap. That's it. That's all that they do. They have no problem doing it. They don't care that they're doing it. Just drop it in your lap and say, here, take that. Let me get into this. In the midst of their interdimensional adventure, Xanthi and John Constantine have ended up at the former's childhood home in Gotham City's Chinatown. If I continue on, John Constantine is a pretty cool character. They did so much to try and build him up back in the old, back when they were starting like in the early 2000s, and they were trying to reinvigorate him as a cool character. Now they're doing just throwing him into this crap because without John Constantine, and nobody would read this because these so-called titles cannot stand up on their own. As seen in Spirit World #2 by Alyssa Wong. Okay, and I've mentioned Alyssa Wong before, how she does work. She does work with Marvel. She was and other places. She was even writing that Star Wars. It was Captain Afro, Across, something like that thing. And she came out and said publicly how she wants to gay up Star Wars. And that's some information again, and you will see how how despite failings, because that whole Star Wars thing she was doing ended up in the dead titles. Besides that, failing upwards once again. Well, I'll get to that in a little bit. Sebastian Ching and a bunch of other people. Okay, things don't go as well as anyone had hoped, despite their best attempts. Listen to this nonsense. After being dead named and misgendered repeatedly by their parents, Vanti decides the time has come to leave, only to be stopped dead in their tracks by a binding talisman drawn up by their mother. This entire ridiculousness with this dead name and misgendering and all this kind of thing. I mean, look, I keep saying it. No one, you keep seeing it. Vast majority of people doing this. I said it before. I said again. It's just a bloody fad. That's what it is. None of them jump up to believe this nonsense at all. And when it has run its course, it's going to just run its course and fizzle out. That's it. But no, they keep doing this nonsense, and I can like this is somehow the great revolution, that this is the great struggle that everybody has to go on. Nobody cares about that. Nobody's interested in this nonsense. People just want good entertainment. You keep forcing this crap into your comics. And this other part of the we have to literally cock John Constantine. While Constantine is utterly incapable of breaking free from his mystical restraints. I mean, it's not like John Constantine was one of the most feared sorcerers in the entire freaking multiverse. But no, of course, he can't break free. Of course, John Constantine cannot break free at all. No, that has to be the they them character. That's what. Not John Constantine. No. The they them character must be stronger because that's most important. Xanthi isn't nearly as affected by the spell because it wasn't actually made for them. Isn't it why? Continue on in this train wreck. This is somebody the illustration for it here. Right. Okay, let me just read back from where this started in Lazarus Planet. Xanthi Zo is one of the, I hope I pronounced that correct, one of DC Universe's newest and most enigmatic heroes, born in Gotham to a loving, albeit wildly misunderstanding family, of course. Xanthi life was cut tragically short, only for them to find a new home in the spirit world. There, Xanthi discovered spirits and beings that were both unconcerned and completely at ease with Xanthi simply being the authentic self. You wonder why nobody's reading comics. It is for this precise reason that Xanthi's mother's attempt to keep them contained failed. Rather than writing the binding talisman for Xanthi, their mother wrote it under their dead name. Yeah, because there's this whole thing now that apparently when you decide to somehow embrace some they, them kind of thing, you choose some other name, and the name that you were born with that is legally yours somehow becomes your dead name. Because it no longer affects or no longer embodies who you are. It's God. On the surface, this might seem like a minor error, yet it comes with major implications. Not only is Xanthi's mother unable to acknowledge her child for who they are, she isn't even able to think of Xanthi as anything other than the version of them she has upset. Look, you know what? I'm not even going to go through this nonsense anymore. Look, she ends up breaking the talismans, and then she leaves, and that's the whole anything about it because they're trying to say that, this is whole some kind of them thing, some kind of identity, who's it or what not, and the other. This is not. I mean, this article just goes to show the level of stupidity I'm talking about here. DC Spirit World seems to perfectly address the issue of gender identity and dead naming. What does any of this have to actually do with the actual comic book? By the time you reach the issue 2, you've already ruined the freaking thing. That's it. You've ruined it, and you figure out that somehow people will be happy about you ruining crap like this. No. This is why you keep failing miserably. This is why you keep failing miserably. And of course, they have to give it to the writers who failed miserably. Well, enter Alyssa Wong. You understand? I mean, like I said, failed miserably with Star Wars. She came out and openly admitted she wants to gear up Star Wars as much as possible. So, of course, she's failing there, failing with this. Why not have her over to Marvel and write Captain Marvel? Because, of course, they're bringing back Captain Marvel. That's I mean, they canceled her book like 13 times. Let's bring her back again. Let me get to the part. They're gonna talk. Bringing her back in Captain Marvel #1. How many number 1s you have? I don't know. But listen to this. Captain Marvel will see the rise of a new overwhelming omniversal entity who recognizes Carol is the only hero who can stand against its vision of total annihilation. After being ambushed and trapped, Carol will need to rely on the reluctant help of a young ally who holds the key to victory. Right? With high-stakes adventure, cosmic mystery, and epic feats, it's an exciting new status quo worthy of Marvel's brightest stars. Look, let me tell you something. The minute you hear some omniversal entity nonsense, what's going to happen is going to be about a couple thousand different versions of Carol Danvers from all across the multiverse coming together to fight this thing, and somehow the Carol Danvers of Earth 616 is somehow the bestest and strongest out of all of them, because we haven't seen that crap before. They literally just did it with a series, but no, let's do it again. It's ridiculous and stupid. If you want to talk about all ridiculous and stupid, look at her new costume. This is it. This is her new costume, right? This is a new costume. The only thing that I like about this, I think her hair looks nice here, but this is basically just some kind of marching band jacket kind of outfit. She looked like she literally robbed a high school marching band and stole their outfit. That's it. Look at it. Yeah, piece of anyway. Look at this. Just doesn't even look. I mean, she looks a little more shapely and more curves, but this outfit just looks stupid. That's it. It looks stupid. But this is what we're getting. Understand me? You failed over there, over to Marvel and write this crap, while CBR is out here shilling and telling everybody that, listen, DC Spirit World seems to perfectly address the issues of gender identity and dead naming. Nobody cares about gender identity. Nobody, the vast majority of people don't even know what dead naming is. I still regret finding out about it. But no, this is supposed to be groundbreaking. This is why comics keep failing, because you idiots don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. This is why they said I had that whole comics hashtag comics broke me thing, because this is what they do. They put out garbage like this. I expect people to feel sorry for them when they're suffering and struggling after. No. This is crap. That's what this is absolute and utter crap. Your thoughts on this in the comments. You have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, should hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, you're notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.